In this episode of Safe Money Retirement Radio, we'll discuss what a certified financial fiduciary is and why you want to work with one. Explore 3 retirement mistakes you might be making right now, and look inside a case file where a small business owner was selling his company and had a sizable amount to plan for. Let's get started.
Is your retirement money safe? Really safe? Find out today on Safe Money Retirement Radio with your host, Tim Wood.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Safe Money Retirement Radio. I'm your host, Tim Wood. This podcast and on-air show is dedicated to those of you who struggle with the fear of losing your retirement savings because of forces outside your control. There are ways you can still earn market-like returns without any risk to your capital and cut the fees you're paying to a broker, all while knowing your money is completely protected and safe. Give me a call at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or visit safemoneyretirementradio.com for more details. Let's start out today by discussing exactly what a certified financial fiduciary is and why you would want to work with one. First, let's define fiduciary. The Department of Labor definition is someone who has discretion over investments or certain other matters, or gives investment advice that satisfies all elements of the 5-part test, which we'll discuss at another time. And Merriam-Webster defines it as one that holds the confidence or trust of another. As a certified financial fiduciary, my first requirement is always to put my client's best interests first in all situations, and to treat all clients fairly, exercise the skill of an expert, and to educate first, always making sure my clients have a firm grasp on the subject matter before ever presenting any suggestions or advice. All certified financial fiduciaries take a holistic approach, considering all aspects and factors that affect the plan before making any suggestions, and always divulge all fees and commissions up front, as well as any other conflicts of interest. Lastly, we always provide a comparison of your options with thorough explanations of each. Keep all your information completely confidential and securely stored, and run our practices with the utmost professionalism, using proper documentation and procedures with every client, every time. And we are all audited by the NACFF, or National Association of Certified Financial Fiduciaries, on a regular basis. Basically, a certified financial fiduciary is someone you can put your trust in, that will put your interest first and explain everything and provide all the comparisons you need to make an informed decision about your hard-earned retirement dollars. I take the CFF after my name, signifying Certified Financial Fiduciary, very seriously, along with the oaths I took to always put my clients' needs first before my own or those of any insurance company. You can visit www.nationalcffassociation.org for more information. Entrust your retirement to someone who has taken the extra step of becoming a certified financial fiduciary today, and experience what it's like to have someone in your corner. Give me a call today at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or visit safemoneyretirementradio.com now for more details or to speak with me directly. And don't forget to register for your free copy of the Safe Money book and the Safe Money Retirement Kit. In this week's noteworthy retirement news, we'll look at 3 retirement mistakes you might be making already. The first mistake is investing like you're still working. As you approach retirement, you need to adjust your mindset about your portfolio. Up to this point, you may have been aggressive, willing to take calculated risks that help grow your money, and that's great. But that approach may have become deeply ingrained in you, making it a hard habit to kick. But portfolio growth is no longer the top priority. Instead, it becomes more important to preserve what you have and think about creating income for your retirement. Unfortunately, I see many people hitting the retirement red zone, which is roughly 5 years before and 5 years after their target retirement age, that don't realize it's time to ease up on the investment gas pedal, or they just can't break those old investment habits. One way to do that is to begin to reduce your stock exposure. Now, if you don't, here's what can happen. When you retire and that weekly paycheck ends, you will begin withdrawing money from your investments to live on. Imagine the results if we hit a recession and the market takes a plunge. Suddenly, your account balance is suffering from a double blow. The bad market, combined with your withdrawals, can drain your savings very quickly. And if you haven't retired yet, you can fix these problems by perhaps saving more or even working longer. But once you're in retirement, your options really start to thin out. Now, the second big mistake is failing to be proactive in preventing a big drop in your portfolio. You want to be proactive now, not wait until you're in retirement, the market drops, and then you're scrambling. At that point, it's too late. Make sure your plan will still fund your retirement needs for 30, 35 years or even longer, even with a big market drop. Your retirement red zone is the time to shift more of your money into stable assets, such as CDs, bonds, or fixed index annuities. And the last big mistake people are making is thinking retirement means a lower tax bracket for them. People often anticipate that in retirement, they will drop neatly into a lower tax bracket and the IRS will claim less of their money. And a lot of times, that's not the case. For years, the most popular way to save for retirement is through a tax-deferred account, like a 401k. But if all your money is in a 401k, and like most people, you would prefer to have more income in retirement than you do now, then you're never going to be in a lower tax bracket. You'll be in the same bracket or possibly even a higher one. Yet, the conventional wisdom is to keep adding money to the tax-deferred bucket, even though Uncle Sam looms and will need to be paid at some point. Now, when I do live presentations, I always ask people this: do you think in 10 or 20 years, taxes will be lower or higher than they are now? Almost everyone predicts higher, and maybe you do too. But think about that. Many retirees are choosing to defer paying their taxes to a later date. Yet at the same time, they are certain taxes will be higher then. That's why now is a good time to think about moving some of that money into a tax-free bucket, whether that's a Roth IRA or perhaps indexed universal life insurance. You'll pay taxes as you make the conversion, but those taxes are likely to be less than you will pay if you defer them. Now, you need to consult your tax professional yourself for more details on your specific situation. Also, many people think that they have a retirement plan by virtue of saving money, but a portfolio is not a plan. If you don't proactively take control of where you are heading and what you need to do to get there, you can end up making mistakes that can cause great damage to your retirement. Give me a call if you have any questions about how to overcome any of these mistakes. In this week's case file, we'll look at a small business owner that was selling his company and was going to have a sizable amount to plan for. After meeting several times actually and taking a thorough look at his situation, we determined a mix of different types of accounts would be a right fit for him. And part of that was a safe money retirement fixed index annuity, providing him and his wife much more peace now knowing their monthly income from that annuity would never shut off as long as they both live, and that they won't lose a significant chunk of their retirement if the market crashes. Now, I can help you find your safe money solution as well. Just give me a call at 855-PLAN-ADVISE or locally at 423-262-7919 or visit safemoneyretirementradio.com. And don't forget to register for your free copy of the Safe Money book when you're there. For today's full chord, I want to talk about integrity. President Dwight D. Eisenhower said, "The supreme quality for leadership is unquestionable integrity. Without it, no real success is possible, no matter whether it is on a section gang, a football field, in an army, or in an office." And C.S. Lewis said, "Integrity is doing the right thing, even when no one is watching." I have personally seen that if someone loses their integrity, It is sometimes impossible to reclaim, ever. So be true to your word, always, and others will reward you with the highest honor they can give, their trust.
Are your retirement investments safe? Really safe? Or does your plan advisor work for the insurance companies instead of working for you? It happens more often than you might think. Tim Wood is the independent plan advisor that many of your neighbors count on to guide them to a safe and prosperous retirement while eliminating the worry and hassle others face daily. Discover products that include bonuses, guaranteed returns and incomes, survivorship benefits, and death benefits that can be assigned to multiple beneficiaries. Never worry about market losses again. Protect your hard-earned retirement now. Call 855-PLAN-ADVISE. That's 855-PLAN-ADVISE. Or visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com for your free copy of our Safe Money book, Protecting You from Losses, Fees, and Inflation. This message is brought to you by Tim Wood and theplanadvisor.com. Medicare, life, and Safe Money Retirement made easy. Visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com right now.
Thanks for tuning in to this week's Safe Money Retirement Radio Show. Join me again next week to continue your free Safe Money Retirement education. Until then, keep it safe and visit SafeMoneyRetirementRadio.com. Take care.